It's Pride Month, and on June 1st, the NHL flipped its logo to a rainbow. Lots of other corporations did. Yet on June 2nd, Major League Baseball quietly flipped their rainbow logo right back to normal. 24 hours. That's how these corporate types celebrate Pride. Put up a flag, check the weather, take the flag right back down. Yet we're going to hear that 29 of 30 baseball teams support Pride this month. The Texas Rangers can go screw themselves, by the way. Yet a lot of the same owners, the same MLB owners, will spend the other 11 months bankrolling the very politicians that would happily legislate gay people right back into the closet. Hell, the NFL's main accounts went silent on the first day of Pride for the first time in years. And Fox News celebrated with a little story bragging about the silence. 9 NFL teams skipped Pride entirely: the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Steelers, and all their friends. And back in baseball land, the demonic Yankees ran a rainbow NY logo, and if you look at their comments section, it turned into nothing more than a knife fight. Look, this is simple. LGBTQ plus visibility in sports actually matters. It genuinely does. But a rainbow profile picture isn't doing anything. You don't get the credit for putting colors on your logo if your owner is funding the very people that are campaigning on Pray the Gay Away. And this bigotry in 2026 is still alive because the GOP still needs a villain. And in June, the villain has to be gay people. And it's run through the exact same machine that they've used on anybody else like immigrants. You pick a group, you blame them for everything that's going wrong in their lives, and never once do they ever bother to check or even care whether anything that they spout is even true. And of course, the data never cooperates with their little theories. Gay people don't raise your grocery bills. They don't ship your factory job overseas. But the propaganda from the GOP is working anyway. Gallup, they just found that Republican support for same-sex marriage has cratered to 37%, down from 55%. It's the lowest number in a decade. If you manufacture a villain long enough and people start to buy into the narrative, people can't afford gas right now, but they want our government to do something about the 2 dads that are adopting a kid. And Lord, these Republicans are desperate to get the attention back on their manufactured villain instead of on the orange turd in the White House. In Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee Sanders declared June Fidelity Month and literally shared a Daily Wire piece that brags that they are counterprogramming Pride. Tennessee's governor signed a Nuclear Family Month that defines a family as 1 husband, 1 wife. A bakery in Minnesota running a nuclear family promotion. Hell, you've got a Congressman, Andy Ogles, posting that homosexuality has no place in America, and then when the heat got hot enough, he deleted it and blamed his staffer. Because nothing says Republican like outsourcing your own bigotry to one of your interns. The cringe here would be funny if these people weren't busy writing this into law. And making bigotry official has happened at scale in the Trump administration. This administration runs anti-trans executive orders, federal agencies go dark on Pride for the 2nd straight year, and Trump's own military trans ban just got slapped down by a judge who called it demeaning because it was. The ACLU is tracking more than 530 anti-LGBTQ bills across our country. So while everyone out there is just posting a logo and people are arguing about it, the actual policy is moving in one direction, back to the dark ages. And under all this logo theater and the cute month renaming, there are real people. There are trans Americans who are scared to use a public restroom. There are families packing up and leaving states that strip their protections. None of this is a joke. It is happening in our country. People are frightened, and some of them they can't make it through the fear. Yes, the bigotry is too much for many of our LGBTQ plus friends, neighbors, and loved ones. And you know, I joke a lot because my last name's Gay, right? Growing up with that name, it gave me a tiny secondhand window into the actual garbage that LGBTQ plus people actually have to put up with? The jokes, the flinch, the bracing for the comments. Except I was a tourist. I always got to walk away from it because it was not inside me. It was not what was in my heart. I'm not a gay person. It's just my name. And yeah, I probably make too many jokes about my name. And yes, despite my best efforts, I am going to botch somebody's pronouns. I'm not a perfect ally. But damn it, I try. Because no one's asking any of us to be perfect. All that our brothers and sisters are asking of us is to show up. They're asking us to do more than just put up a rainbow profile picture for 24 hours. I mean, sure, you can change your profile pic, but don't let a rainbow avatar launder your donation list or how you vote. Don't let your governor rename a month so that she can pretend that millions of people don't exist. So yes, 2026, this Pride Month, this June, visibility is a step, in sports especially, but it's not the finish line. And the rest of us, the imperfect allies like me, the ones that get to walk away, we cannot afford to walk away anymore because the people we love, the people we care about, our friends, our families, our neighbors, they need us. So do me a favor, share this story and keep showing up for the people that the powerful keep choosing as an easy target.